Hi, I'm Tyrannodorkus, and I'm here to show you how to add a mod to Skyrim manually and to activate it in the splash screen data menu. To do that, we'll need to follow any special instructions whenever you download a mod. If there's anything that needs to be done to it while you try to add it to your data folder, then we'll bring up the Skyrim splash screen and activate the mod and do any kind of special instructions that need to be done to the load order. And then we'll play the game and show the mod in action. So how do we get this done is first let's go ahead and look at the game itself before we do it. What we're going to be doing is the book covers of Skyrim. What it does is upgrade the textures of the books to be more unique and a lot crisper and nicer looking, because the books in the game look pretty similar to each other. So what this is going to do is add more uniqueness to it and make it look nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks originally. Okay, so this is what we're looking at for the original Skyrim book covers. They look very similar to each other, not very outstanding. They do look really old and worn, which is nice, but again, they're not very unique from each other, aside from maybe some coloring and size. So we're going to go ahead and activate that mod and see how this changes. And now that we're back, let's take a look at the special instructions. Well, first thing first, let's go ahead and look at the special instructions and then add it to our data folder. So what it says here is load order. Book cover Skyrim is registered with boss and loot. I'll have a video on loot on how to use that later. We'll do it manually. It says here that we'll need to place sorting mods before book covers of Skyrim. That's this mod. So any kind of sorting mods you may have will want to go higher in the load order than this mod. And then you'll want to have this mod higher in the load order than any compatibility patch mods. The compatibility patch mods would be the unofficial Skyrim patch, Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn patch. So we want this mod to be higher than these four in the load order. So let's go ahead and get that done. First up, let's go ahead and bring up our downloads. I had another video in here that showed how to find and download a mod manually. You can find that below. So we already have the mod. I already gone ahead and extracted it like from the last video. So we'll go ahead into it. We have a BSA and ESP folder file, and these will go into the data folder of your Skyrim. Let's see where it says installation manually. Unpack the download with the 7-zip, which I had another video on showing how to get that if you don't already have it, or at least a WinZip or WinRAR program of some kind. Let's see, move the book cover Skyrim.esp and book cover Skyrim.bsa to our Skyrim/data folder directory. So what that means is we'll want to just put it in the root folder of the data folder. So once we open up data, we'll just put it in there. We won't put any other directories underneath that. Let's go ahead and open it back up. So we got these two files, the ESP and the BSA, and then we'll want to open up our Skyrim folder. One way you could do that, if you're using Steam, you can always bring Steam up, go over to the library, and in installation, you'll find your installation of Skyrim, right click, go to properties, and then under local files, you can hit browse local files. Now this is my actual directory for Skyrim, but I won't be using it here. I'm going to show you through a much less populated folder that I made for this example right here, my example folder. It's more or less like what it'll look like if you have absolutely no mods. So we'll go ahead and use this. So it said to, let's go back, put the files into the ESP and the BSA into the Skyrim data. So let's go back to our example and let's go to our book covers. So we just want to take these two files and in the data folder of the Skyrim directory. So go into data, There should be more files here in these 3 folders if you have no mods whatsoever. And you'll just want to take these, do copy, come over here, and then paste. The shortcut I used was Control C to copy, and then over here I use Control V, as in Victor, to paste them. You could also just instead, let me get rid of these. You could also just drag them as well, and that'll work just as fine. Okay, next we're going to want to activate it. Or actually, first we want to go ahead and activate it through the splash screen, and then change the load order as necessary. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's open up Skyrim. There we go. Okay, what you want to do is go down to Data Files, open that up. Now when you bring this up, it's usually in alphabetical order. Let's see, it's called Book Covers of Skyrim. There it is. And right now the load order, since it's in alphabetical order, you can always push it up or down as necessary. But right now it's already above my unofficial patch files as per the load order here. Same place, sorting mods above it, and then book covers Skyrim below that, and then compatibility patches below it. Compatibility patches being those 4 again. So those compatibility patches are below it. They're right here. My books is up here, so it's in the right load order. Go ahead, hit OK, and then play. And we're back. Now that we've activated the mod, you can see that the book covers have changed. Not all of them. As you can see, the Book of the Dragonborn stayed the same, probably because it looks really nice and unique on its own. You can see some of them have their names on the face now, or the spine of the book. Like here, this is the Dwemer Inquiries. You can also see some of them have it on the face. Song of the Askildil. Well, a little hard to try to pronounce that one, but we'll move on. All right. There's some more here to show off. And that's how some more here too. And that's how we activate a mod and get it set up in the correct load order, and then play and see it in game. So I hope that made it easy enough for you to be able to do on your own. And next time I will be doing the Nexus Mod Manager or the Steam Workshop. One of those two would be the next ones I do. So, and they make this a lot easier to do, so you don't have to worry about manual. I only include the manual because the manual way because it's some people prefer to do it that way, or don't want to go through systems like the Nexus Mod Manager or the Skyrim or the Steam Workshop. So it's just to be a little more complete in these how-tos. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.